The best experiences that I have had with black metal have immersed me into its cold, dark atmosphere, being transported into this treacherous, brutal, yet oddly beautiful evil world that the albums present. There is something about the quote unquote low quality of the sounds of black metal that work to its benefit. The more raw it is, the better it is, in my opinion. But when you mix that with elements often found in atmospheric black metal, there is a great potential there. This potential is realized in Paysage de 3-track self-titled work from 1999. This album is an incredibly immersive experience, filled with brutality and beauty. It is an album that deserves the name of the band it represents, as it fits it perfectly. As a side note, the translation of the band, I believe, is Winter Landscape in English. It completely fits what this album brings out. The big thing of note here, other than the length of these 3 tracks, is the mixture of synths, black metal instrumentation, and guttural vocalizations, which is something we know about in this genre, but here they do not sound anywhere near cheesy or unprofessional. They are mixed so well that the resulting combination works wonderfully to create something so cold, so dark, so pummeling, yet has this beauty to it that I can't really describe. Sometimes this record feels in the vein of a post-rock album. It's building up with the violent instrumentation whilst having other instruments come into the mix, piling together, culminating in almost a blizzard-like quality. That aforementioned and oft-mentioned mix of brutality and beauty, perfectly fitting the album's tone. This record is, in my opinion, the band's masterpiece. And whether those who would disagree or not, that seems to have a large amount of acclaim in terms of their entire discography. I would state that not only does it stand out against other black metal contemporaries, just in terms of metal, it is a wonderful record and one of the best examples of it, I think, in my personal opinion. If I were to criticize anything about this record, it would be for very minute things. Perhaps the connection between the tracks isn't the best flow-wise. For example, the end of track 2, titled Gefroner Atem, if you forgive my pronunciation if that's incorrect, fading out into a sudden start into track 3, Der Weg. It feels slightly clumsy perhaps, but these tracks stand on their own while simultaneously delivering this masterpiece. The length of these tracks is never an issue. You are immersed into its hellish landscape quite easily and without wanting to turn off or skip the track. It is incredible. And sure, there's a lot of repetition in this music, but it helps to build the mood of the album over time. These minute things or possible grievances are quite forgiven and rendered irrelevant, in my opinion. I think this record is something I just want to revisit. It's something I want to listen to during inclement weather during the winter months. It is something I want to walk around during snowfall, having this blasted into my ears, just to fit the mood of the music even more. It is an album that makes me feel cold in the best possible way. Immersive and wonderful. And I cannot recommend it enough. If we are doing ratings, I would give this record a 9.5 out of 10. I am unsure if ratings will be a fixture of this series, but I'm just stating that to let you know how I would rate it. And if you are a black metal fan and you have not heard this record yet, I highly recommend you do so. It is a fantastic record, in my opinion. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day.